Hey guys, so this is how much money I made driving for Uber in under 9 hours. Alright, so as always, I start off my day making my way to LA. You see, I didn't really decline, I just ignored a few rides there. This day I started a little late, it was 1:50 p.m., 1:45 when I left my house. I think around here I get the first ride, which was an airport ride. And I ended up taking it because I needed to offset some of my mileage. And as you can see right here, 47, 48 for about 46 miles. I'm driving to LA anyway, so I might as well just make some money on my way there. So I started taking airport ride. The other thing is that because it is an airport ride, I'm gonna get rematched when I get to the airport, and I'm gonna rematch with the comfort ride. So well worth taking that ride, especially at 47, 48 for the hour. So there I am at the airport, checking up. It's now 2:58, been an hour, and I get this lovely little $14 for 10 minutes on the regular UberX ride, and obviously 2 miles that already is offsetting my mileage or catching up to my mileage. And at the end of this trip, I get priority queue access as well. So that's another bonus. And the third bonus is that it ends inside of the geo fence. So as soon as I end the ride, I'm back in the queue. So that's a lovely little ride there. And we watch the whole trip here. Just because it's a little short trip. Might as well just show until it ends, right? Got the priority queue. Denied a few rides, and this is where I made a mistake. I didn't realize that I had been there for over half an hour, so I ended up losing comfort access, comfort priority access. And because I had been denying so many Uber rides, I also lost the UberX priority queue access. And I denied a trip right there because I accepted it by mistake. And so then I got kicked off of both Uber and Comfort priority queue, and that kind of ruined it for me. I was in the back of line of both of them, and I didn't want to wait there. So because I drive an electric vehicle, Tesla, I decided I'm gonna go charge while I wait for a decent trip. And this is me on my way. You're gonna see me ignore or get rid of a few rides here. You could say some of them were worth it, but they were a little suspicious. Like this one, $4 for exactly 4 minutes. It didn't make sense to me. A lot of the times, those rides are accidents that people, they'll put in the address twice, or it'll say that, oh, it's going to take 4 minutes because it's just going to make you do a lap around the block. So I'm always a little suspicious about those rides. 6 for 11, 11 for 25, 6 for 13, I think. I made the video go really fast. I'm watching in real time as you are. Long trip, I'm missing it. 21 for an hour. See, a lot of these rides, they don't take into consideration the traffic. So pretty much I don't want to be sitting in traffic for $21 an hour. I don't even want to be sitting in traffic for $31 an hour. My reasoning behind that is because I know for a fact I can make $31 an hour on a short trip. So I don't want to be sitting in traffic with somebody else for an hour. It's very uncomfortable. I'd rather, tops 30 minutes, $30, be on your way. And, sometimes the rides pay off. Sometimes you'll get a ride for $20 and it only took 10 minutes. As you will see right now, actually. I'm glad I used that example because the next trip is going to be an $8 trip for about 10 minutes. It's timed wrong because I'm already driving in that direction. So when I accept it, it'll be 8 for 10, but in reality it ended up being like 8 for 6, I think. There it is, 8:49 for 10 minutes. But I was already driving towards it. When I accepted it, I think it said 3 minutes to location. They were ready. They got out. Boom. And then the lady was really nice. She had her friends in the car too. They were all asking me questions about the car. And she was like, give me a good rating. I don't know why she wants a good rating. She automatically gets a good rating anyway. But she gave me a $10 tip, making it an $18, 18.49 for 10 minutes. Here I took this trip. Now, this isn't a good trip. This is $6 for like, I want to say 15 minutes, right? Obviously, I was already on my way, so it only took me a minute to get there. But $6, let's say 12 minutes, that's $30 an hour. I took it because it was going to take me to LAX. And when I get to LAX, I get rematched. And when I got rematched, I got this comfort ride, $39.83 for an hour. I know I just said I don't want to sit in the car for $30 an hour, but I was going to drive to LA anyway without a ride. And that lady that took me to LAX gave me the opportunity to get this comfort ride and get paid to go to LA. Once I got to LA, I got this short ride. I was a little suspicious about it, but $7 for 8 minutes. I had to see it for myself. I ended up changing the location to a closer spot, maybe just down the block, and it still ended up being $7. Next ride, I'm headed towards the Broad area at Disney Concert Hall. Usually I get a couple rides there. A lot of activity going on in there, Little Tokyo, and then LA Live area. So this is one of those good spots. $9 takes me straight to that area. I wanted to be there. What backfired here was the fact that everyone wanted to go to Dodger Stadium. And I don't want to go to Dodger Stadium. I don't. Every time I go to Dodger Stadium, I'm always stuck in a line for 15 minutes. So, you know, the app times it really badly. So, not even worth my time to take trips to Dodger Stadium anymore, unless I'm making like 2 times the time pointed. So, moving on, I saw that there was a surge at, I think that's US. Yeah, surge around the USC area, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna chase this surge right now. By the time I got there, and disappeared. You can see me checking Lyft um, to see what the demand is on Lyft. Um, do I have Lyft on? I don't even have Lyft on. I think I'm just checking the demand for Uber. Lyft, that's a whole other topic about how to work on Lyft. But yeah, let's get into that another time. Right now, though, what was I doing here? So I decided to use Uber's information, and you see where the dollar signs are. That's where I'm headed. I decided I'm gonna park my car right there on top of the dollar sign. There was a surge that happened, and I had a feeling it was gonna come back. You know, once the surge happens, my train of thought here is that cars will head towards it, flood it, and then a bunch of them will take a bunch of rides, and then it'll be empty. And I was right. We got a 450 surge. You know, $8.73 to about a mile, 2 miles away. No, about a mile away, mile and a half. But again, I was so close to this area that it only took me a minute to get to this person, and I kept the trip going. And it only took me about 6 minutes, as you can see, 6:48. I think I drop her off at 6:54. Yeah, see, it says 4 minutes. It was timed for 10 minutes, and it only took me 4 minutes. So Uber timed that completely wrong. I ended up making, I think it was $7 for like 6 minutes or something like that. So about $1 a minute there. And yeah, I took a little shortcut there and I dropped them off. The next trip was right behind me. I was literally just there. So I just turned around, went to the corner, and posted up right there. Unfortunately, though, this Philippe, he didn't show. So he didn't contact me. I didn't, I he didn't say nothing. He didn't call me. He didn't contact me. Nothing. So I canceled on him. And at this point, I'm ready to go home. At this point, I'm just about done. 716. I'm okay with 158. And I was like, I'm gonna call it. Nothing's really happening out here, so might as well go home. And then I ended up taking a trip, which I ended up turning off my camera for. It was a simple, short trip. It wasn't even worth it, but it was headed towards home. And so I took it 459 and just took me to the other side of LA. I think it was Union Station. And as I was about to jump on the freeway, I got this ride. It was a $24 ride, comfort ride to LAX. And as like I said earlier, the LAX rides are gonna rematch you with what you took, more than likely a comfort ride. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to LAX, get 2 rides out of it before I go home. There's only one way to go, and it's east. Yeah, there's only one. Well, there's many ways to go. There's north, east, south, but more than likely you're gonna go east after you take an airport trip. And so then I decided to take my chances. I skipped a few rides, as you can see, and then I took a ride to John Wayne Airport in Irvine. And right here it says 80.92, but it was like $58, I think. And it was halfway home. So I decided I'm gonna take it. And at the time I had $245. I think I was ready. I was done, and I started heading. There's a charger at John Wayne Airport, so I charged my car, and then I decided, I'm gonna start driving home. And then John Wayne Airport was like, "Come to the zone, we'll give you a ride." And as I was driving over there, this lovely ride to Yorba Linda for about, I think it was $20. It came up, and then that's once I ended that trip, I got the $20 tip from the lady to Irvine, put me at 290. I know I'm going a little fast here, but at this point it's been 8 hours and a half. I've been active for 5 hours, and I started driving home when all of a sudden the guy that I drove to Yorba Linda gave me a $10 tip, making my day 300. And as I was driving home to Riverside, I decided, 300 is good for now. So I decided to just log off the app and end my day. I think I show it one more time now. Yeah, there it is. I was online for 8 hours and 42 minutes, active for about 5 hours, a little bit, 4 minutes. I got a $45 tip. The EV bonus, I can't even tell if when I take rides that I'm getting an extra dollar. So I don't even know why they even put promotions there. So if you found this video to be helpful, let me know in the comments below. Give it a thumbs up if you want to see more content like this, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Drive safe. Thanks for watching, and until next time.